here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the sun, woman.
Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me for your New Moon SunCasts. The new moon this month is in the sign of Libra, and as many of you know, this was a black moon, which means that it's the second new moon in 1 month. And contrary to any of the negativity that you may have seen online, the black moon is actually a super positive lunation. New moons are the seeds for new beginnings, and at that period of time where the new moon is, it's a time to start something new that will grow and expand over the month cycle as the moon grows. This particular new moon, this black moon, is very much even more fortunate and lucky and good for all of us because it is conjunct Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, in the sign of Libra. So anytime you have a new moon that is conjunct Jupiter, it's an extremely fortunate time for all of us in general. What you want to do during this time is plant your seeds because you have an extra powerful boost of energy from that big planet Jupiter that brings expansion in our lives, spiritual awakening into our lives, dealings with people from other parts of the world, global interests, and it is in the sign of Libra, which is the sign of relationships. So relationships are going to be a super strong focus this month, and growing relationships, good luck and fortune through those connections, and really looking toward the future, actually being able to catch a glimpse of the future where your relationships are concerned. So the themes of justice, fairness, balance, equilibrium, and interconnection, connecting on a very deep, powerful, and spiritual level with another person or with other people in your life, is a very strong focus this month. So let's go ahead and take a look at the general readings for each of the 12 signs. Again, these are general messages. If you'd like a more in-depth and very specific individual reading for yourself, please contact me at my website, and I'd be happy and proud to be able to do a private personal reading for you. I have a number of options there that you can choose from. So thank you all again for tuning in. My current subscribers, I welcome you back. Thank you so much for being faithful to the channel. And my new subscribers, welcome to you. Thank you for tuning in, becoming a part of this Sun Woman community. Let's go on to the individual 12 signs. Hello Taurus, this new moon in Libra is going to be highlighting your 6th house. So that is the house of your work, your daily job, your daily regimen, all the things that you do behind the scenes in order to make things work every day, okay? It is your co-workers, it is your daily schedule. The 6th house also rules your health and your wellness. So with Jupiter in Libra in this house, this could be a very big year for you as far as healing, as far as getting yourself into top shape. You may start a new exercise program, a new nutritional regimen. Whatever you implement this month is going to really grow and blossom for you through the rest of the year. So you want to be careful with that. Now, the other thing is that Jupiter expands whatever it is touching. So within your 6th house, Jupiter has the potential to, let's say, allow circumstances that will make you gain a lot of weight because you're indulging perhaps in certain things on a daily basis. So you want to be careful of your intake. You want to be careful of your calorie count, your sugar count, and just try to implement some kind of dietary plan that is going to be healthy for you and that you're going to be able to maintain as well. You know, you don't want to deny yourself the good things, but you need to balance things out. And with Jupiter in Libra, Libra is the sign of the scales. It's all about balance. It's all about being in harmony with your body and your health. Now, again, since it influences your 6th house, there's the potential for some very harmonious work relationships, working hand in hand, one-on-one with someone specific in your office or in your, in your job position, and getting a lot of work done on a regular basis. Now, you may find that your workload increases during this time, but it is going to be something that's going to set you up for good fortune and for expansion, because you are going to be regarded by your peers, by your co-workers, as someone who really gets the job done, can handle a lot of responsibility, and is pleasant to work around. Okay, the Jupiter there in your 6th house, for the most part, is going to give you a pleasant work environment. People optimistic, good-natured. The 6th house, with it being your work situation, you could receive new job offers, more than one, because Jupiter usually brings more than one opportunity. So you may be entertaining several potential new job positions. So just do your due diligence, find something that really aligns itself to what you want to do, to what your future path is, and then make that decision, and you may find that you're very, very happy in whatever position that you're in, or even that the work that you're doing right now, wherever you're working, that things improve considerably from now through the rest of the year, at least through August of 2017, where Jupiter will be in that house. So let's take a look at what the messages are for Taurus. What are the messages for Taurus for this new moon in Libra period? Messages for Taurus for the new moon in Libra in the 6th house. Messages for Taurus, new moon in Libra. This would be a good period to pick up yoga, any kind of exercise practice that also has a spiritual component to it. Could be very good for you, very healthy for you, and give you a lot of positive motivation and inspiration. All right, I'm not going to take those cards. Let's see, for Taurus, what is the message for Taurus for this new moon in Libra period, Taurus? Okay. All right, Taurus, let's see. So we have the Knight of Wands in the past. We have the Four of Swords covering you now. We have the King of Cups in the near future. We have the Two of Wands crowning. The Justice card is in the area ruling other people in your life. The Three of Swords in your hopes and fears area. And the Two of Cups, wow, in the outcome. Two of Cups there. Okay, and let's see what your message is from Spirit from the Tao Oracle deck. What is the underlying message here for Taurus? Underlying message for Taurus. What is the underlying message from Spirit for Taurus? Okay. All right, the number 59 card, Dispersion. I love this card, and I'm going to tell you why. Whenever I see this card, it really, it's about clearing away things that need to be cleared away in your life, okay? Dispersing whatever it is. It could be negative influences. It could be people who are not a positive influence on you. It could be bad habits. It could be fears that you're dispersing. It could be, it is someone who is standing on the mountain. They have a flute or a lute or some kind of musical instrument, and you can hear, if you look at the card, you can hear the music that they are playing, and that music is blowing up all of the leaves leaves, and you know, it's probably autumn. These are fall leaves, you know, representing decay, representing the change of seasons. So it's like this person has taken control of their destiny, and they are clearing away all the debris, all that is no longer serving their lives, and dispersing those things into the atmosphere. And if you see, they're right on the edge there of a cliff. They're a safe distance, but all of these leaves are going over the cliff. So, you know, this person's getting rid of them, getting rid of negativity. And so the keywords on this card are diffuse negativity, restore harmony, circulate, revitalize, dissolve divisions, and lighten up. Great card. Definitely talks about what I was mentioning to you with this Jupiter and new moon in Libra, talking about improvement of relationships, because Libra is the relationship sign. So a restoration of harmony in your immediate environment, in your work situation, or just your immediate environment, your daily life. A restoration of positive energy and a revitalization of positivity in your life, clearing away the debris, clearing away negativity, diffusing negativity, and lightening up. You know, you may need to turn on the music, all right, and fill your home, fill your environment, your work place, if you can, you know, with some music, and that will help you lighten up the atmosphere. Now, let's see what the messages are here. Well, we have a few people here that are coming up. We have the Knight of Wands in the past, we have the Four of Swords, and then the King of Cups in the future. So there have been some kind of changes in your life. The Knight of Wands can represent different things. It can represent change that is sweeping in very quickly into your life. It can also represent someone of an air sign quality. It could be of a fire sign quality. It could be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And this may be someone who really has your back, who is supportive of you, who has a lot of energy, a lot of fire, and you know, is in your corner. Someone who may have brought change into your life. Now, it could be a male energy younger than you, could be a son or a nephew, or you know, someone in your life of a younger male energy. You know, could be a relative, as I said, but I feel like for some reason with the Four of Swords here and the Three of Swords here, there may have been some kind of dissension, okay, some kind of conflict or negativity, negative thoughts, conversations, events that have taken place. And I really feel like you have actively worked to calm the situation down, to clear things out, okay, to clear the air. This is the message that the Oracle card is giving you, that it's time to clear the air. So whoever you may have been in conflict with, it might be a co-worker, it's time for you to lighten up the situation, not allow the situation to create a dark cloud or bad blood with you and someone else that you have to deal with on a regular basis, okay? It's really, this is someone that you really can't avoid, okay? They're going to be either in your job or they're going to be in your life in some way. And so there's a need to restore peace in that relationship. They could be in your home, okay? Someone that you're dealing with on a regular basis. Now, the Four of Swords here, but just getting back to the Knight of Wands. On the negative side, the Knight of Wands can be very temperamental, childish, you know, immature. The Knight energy is not yet a mature king, so there is some childishness or immaturity going on there. And that may be one of the reasons that there's been some dissension between the two of you. However, I feel that you are in a period of recovery from that. You may have decided to kind of go off on your own, close out or close off other people's energy, or you may have stopped talking to this knight, or you may have stopped just communicating with this knight because you're like, well, you know what, nothing good is going to come out of it, so I'm just going to keep my thoughts and my speech to myself, kind of try to and avoid this person, and just be to yourself. And I think you made the right decision, because in doing that, you've kind of put a bit of air, a little space between the two of you, and you've kind of you've taken control back from someone who may have been pulling you out of your peaceful center, okay? The relationship is going to be, it's going to be a little on and off. You can pretty much depend on that this is a relationship that's going to have its ups and downs. The Two of Wands is here crowning, so it is a relationship that has good to it. It has it does serve a purpose in your life, but it may be a situation where there is a lot that's pulling you away, pulling this knight away, a lot of responsibilities that you both have individually. There may be a lot going on in your environment, in your immediate environment, and so for some reason you're not really able to stabilize this relationship right now, and you shouldn't worry about that at the moment, because this just may be the nature of this connection. You may be stressed about that. You may be concerned. If this is someone where there is an emotional connection, this kind of pulling yourself away from the relationship has caused you some pain, some heartache, some sadness. If it were up to you, you would be on good terms with everybody. But sometimes people, because of their actions or their own issues that they're going through, or their lack of maturity, they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to deal with people, and so you can't allow yourself to be a victim of that. So you really it's best for you to find your own space, and I think you've done that. And you should not worry about the unstable nature of this relationship, because I do see that things are going to change, okay? The King of Cups is coming up in the near future, and the King of Cups is a water sign energy. It could be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. This could be a male or a female, but this is definitely someone who is going to have an influence on you this month as we get further into the month. With that water sign energy, I feel like if this person represents the person that you've been having a little issue with, there is a certain amount of maturity that is going to start being expressed by this person. And I do see someone coming into your circle who is emotionally positive, who wants to connect with you on an emotional level, who is very supportive of you. This could definitely be a new energy. And this person, I feel, though, is very different than that Knight of Wands energy. This person is mature. They have had deep emotional relationships, emotional connections with people, family, loved ones, lovers, romantic partners, and they're on a different level of emotional understanding. There is a certain amount of emotional wisdom that they have that this Knight of Wands does not have. Now, for some of you, this may be a partner or a spouse, and the Knight of Wands energy may be a child, an adult child, or a younger male in your environment, your own child or a family member. So I feel like this King of Cups is going to bring an influence to bear on this situation that's going to kind of help you get through this unstable period with this Knight of Wands energy. The Justice card is in the area ruling other people. And so justice here with this Libra influence says, don't worry about it, because things are going to right themselves with the people around you. The scales are going to balance. Everything is going to be, peace is going to be restored. Justice, fairness is going to be restored here. And you will see the results of that, because at the end of the month, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a partnership card. It is very different energy than the Two of Wands that is crowning you. Two of Wands here is the advice card. So what I was saying to you about, don't worry about the unstable nature of any connections that you have, because the situation is going to correct itself. The Justice card here, it's going to right itself. That person or whoever it is that you may have had this conflict or this emotional, difficulty with, it's going to be corrected. They're going to get their act together. They're going to reach out to try and fix things. Or someone else in your life is going to be kind of a mediator, get into the middle of the situation, maybe sit both parties down and say, okay, listen, we can't go through this. You guys can't go through this. There needs to be a happy medium here achieved. So definitely that King of Cups energy is a peacemaker, a diplomat, someone coming in who cares about both of you for the most part, or who really just wants the environment to be one where there is peace and and balance and equilibrium and harmony. And so at the end of the month, I am seeing you, a dispersion of the negativity, divisions being healed, issues being resolved. And the biggest thing here, I feel, is that you don't need to allow yourself to be inundated with stress, with anger, with with being upset, general upset, because there is going to be a correction or a rebalancing of the energies here. Now, for some of you, this may be an emotional connection. This may be a romantic connection. There may be some of you who are involved with someone in your work situation, and there has been some kind of division, or maybe this person has had to relocate, or there's been a move, and there is a sense of distance between the two of you, of being separated, and it's causing you some heartache. But I really do feel that if this is an emotional or romantic situation, you're going to be hearing from this king, and this king is going to want to make things right with you. There is the possibility that some of you, I can't ignore with the King of Cups, the Justice card, and the Two of Cups here, some of you may be receiving an offer for going deeper into a relationship, perhaps even marriage. Justice can represent marriage, or a legal resolution to a situation. So you may receive an unexpected offer, and that is going to just turn the tables on what you've recently experienced, whatever changes or division or separation or heartache that you might have been experiencing. That sadness is going to turn to happiness. And the Two of Cups is here at the end of the reading, saying that there definitely is going to be a healing situation, an equal partnership, a balance, two people caring very much for each other, and an equal give and take. Again, potential for marriage or for getting deeper. The sixth house is, as I said, our everyday life. So your everyday life may be on the verge of changing drastically, because someone is offering you a new life. A change, a significant change in your life that's going to make your life a year from now very different than it is at this moment. But in order for that to happen, you may need to release whatever negativity you have, whatever pain that you might still be harboring, or sadness because of whatever changes you've been through in the last month or so, and allow lighten up the situation. As I said, have some fun, make some positive changes around you, turn on the music, dance, clean up, your space, lighten up your space, throw things away that are clogging up your environment, open up the windows and let this, if you're in the northern hemisphere, let that fall air come in and, blow in some fresh energy, fresh air into your immediate environment so that you can take a deep breath and gain a different perspective on the good things that are coming. And there are some really good things coming to you during this next year that are going to be sparked off with this this current new moon. Now, October 16th, there's going to be a full moon, and that full moon might be a bit challenging for some of us. It's going to be in Aries, and Pluto is going to be aspecting it. So things might get emotional. There might be some drama. There might be some tension, or things may come to a head in some way, okay? For my Tauruses, that's going to be in Aries. So Aries is your subconscious, your 12th house. So there may be, a lot of stuff that you're harboring that you need to release, that you need to get rid of, that you need to let go of. And in doing that, in releasing all those things, resentments, anger, deep-seated fears, subconscious fears that you're carrying from, past lifetimes. Once you do that, you are going to allow yourself to clear the decks and allow in some new energy that wants to come and heal whatever situation you've recently gone through. Okay? All right, my Tauruses, so I hope that this reading resonated for you. I hope it's been helpful for you. Thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos and for subscribing to my channel. As always, I wish you all good things, love and peace and joy, and I bid you namaste.